My name is Sarah Harville, and this is my story. So, growing up, I grew up in a Christian home and always was taught to love Jesus. I went to church camp. I had wonderful sisters and a great mom and dad. But throughout my period of my life, I always was just wondering what my purpose was, and I never really had a strong relationship with God. So throughout my life, I was just searching for my identity, and I searched in all the wrong places. I searched in other people. I searched in different things. And it just started getting worse and worse and worse. My searching and everything that I searched my identity in let me down. In high school, I struggled with homosexuality, and from then on out, I continued to live in that lifestyle in college, and even whenever I started using drugs. In college, I went to all the parties. I started smoking weed, and then after a couple of years, my mother, she found out about my relationship that I was having with another girl, and so she said, you have to live your life for the Lord, and you can't do that while living in a same-sex, having a same-sex relationship. So I tried to search in another man, and to see if I could still have those same feelings. And that's when my daughter was born. I conceived my daughter, and I left college, and I tried to find my identity in being a mother. But something was still missing. And then I started not coming home, and my daughter was staying with my parents, and I started just drinking a lot. And then I got into a relationship with another woman, and she was using meth, and I started using meth, and was just lost. I was lost, and I was just searching and searching and searching, and I can't remember, I just kept falling, and I ended up being homeless, and I started shooting up meth, and I felt so alone. And all the while, my family kept praying and praying and praying for me. And I reached a place of complete darkness, and I was all alone. I got into bad relationships. I was beaten and talked down to, and I had nobody. And I hit rock bottom time and time again, and I tried to get clean time and time again on my own, rejecting God, knowing all the while that He was there. Looking back, there was God, through it all, through my family praying for me. He was right by my side, and finally I threw my hands up, because even while I was not using drugs, even whenever those were the moments that I did get clean and I was living a clean life, I was still living a lost life. And someone asked me recently, what brought me to my salvation? What brought me to being saved? And I was like, that's a good question, because I was in a place called the Father's House, is whenever I surrendered my life over to God and just knew that I needed a Savior. And knowing that after all that I did to him, after all I did to the people that I loved, they still forgave me. But more importantly, God knew what was going to happen in my life, and He knew that I was going to reject Him and spit in His face. But He still chose the cross. He still chose to die for me because He loved me that much. And I have never experienced a greater love. And I just want to be able to give the people that same hope. Like, you are never too far gone. And God gave me this story to share. And I just want to give Him all the glory, because I could not do it on my own. And to see my life where it is now, He has just blessed me beyond belief. He's given me a husband who put my relationship with God above his own. He has loved me selflessly. And He has given me new life with my little girl. And she has forgiven me. He got me back to where I could be a mother to her at an early age. He made it to where that this didn't last long, but He made it to where I could know the power of who He is. And now we have a little son. He's 1 year old, and I just want to be able to raise my children up and express to them the power and the love that Jesus has for them. My name is Sarah Harville, and this is my story.